of the fans that were there knew will come back out and understand, because it is not always like that, you know.
Yeah.
I think I heard some rumors, I don't know if they're true, but I heard some new help coming out to help get the track all dialed back in here, so hopefully.
Well, and we'll see. Well, you know, and that's the thing. Like everything, they've been up against all odds this year with the weather patterns that we've had, and just knowledge of prepping a racetrack is huge. That's not something you just go jump on a grader and move some dirt and call it a racetrack. I mean, it's an art.
Absolutely.
And if you don't have that knowledge, which takes a significant time to acquire and practice, you're going to have these growing pains.
Yeah, you know, exactly for us. It took us a full year to learn our dirt when we were dirting here. It was actually a full year. Our dirt's actually out on the racetrack now, I believe. Yeah. We dropped it off when we took all the dirt out of here, but we actually had to water our dirt 3 times a day. We would come, even in the middle of winter, we'd start the morning off with the water. About lunchtime, we'd spritz the track again, and then at night, before we'd go home, we would absolutely flood the track every single day. And if we did not do that, all of our loam would rise to the surface, the clay would fall down, and the track would just eat tires off. So, I mean, it is absolutely an art, you know. And the Arnold family, they had, 60, 70 years to learn it. And Chris had that all passed right down on into him, and he knew exactly what to do, and he was an animal
Bill
about
taught
it.
him everything.
He did.
Yeah.
Learned from the best.
It was cool, like you're saying about Claire. It was funny to watch him, because every racer waiting, say, for the feature to come up, would be watching Claire to see if he was headed to the water truck,
absolutely,
where he was at, to try to anticipate what he might be doing to the track, so you could adjust your car accordingly, because he would wait till the last second and try to fool all the drivers just to make it interesting.
Him do that, like Casey mentioned,
all the time.
He did not like one driver winning all the races, and he would manipulate that, and it was a master manipulator. He could change the track in the middle of the program by the water content that he put down and how he watered the track, where he put the water.
I can remember going out there in the middle of July and being out there almost on track record runs. It's like, what is this? You know, we're doing, what was it, 13 6s or something was the old track record, I believe. So we're like 13 8s and 9s or whatever. It's unbelievable.
Or you try to anticipate Claire's watering of the track, and he might take the water truck out there and not put any water down.
I remember doing that too.
Yeah. So you had to wait till the last second to put your final setup on that car, and you never knew. That's what he made it so interesting.
I think in hindsight, you could pretty much figure it out. If the track was dusty, he was going to water. He definitely did not like dust.
He did not like that, and we saw a lot of that last week. But again, the growing pains that come with given the circumstances this year, it's going to get better.
Oh, absolutely. And it's not that bad, really. I mean, we're getting by. It's working.
And that's, there's been a lot of opinions expressed, number 1, knowledge, number 2, weather patterns, number 3, these G60 tires. You're a driver. You've been in the modifieds. You've been in the late models. You've kind of driven everything there is to drive. How do you think that G60 tire affects a racetrack, especially early in the season, as opposed to with the weather we're seeing now?
Well, you go back to when Claire had the track, there was no modifieds. He didn't want that hockey puck on his track, know. I don't really know enough about the modifieds to give a real informational anything on that. I don't feel like the tires really what's causing the track issues like they have been lately. I think it's flat out. Jerry has a ton on his plate. I mean, he's running a multi-million-dollar business in Vancouver with all of his crew, and I know Jimmy's right there helping him out with everything. But
3 racetracks.
Yeah, I mean, I do not envy that. Not
at all. I certainly wouldn't want to be in that position.
No, I mean, you can only do so much in a day and still be able to maintain. And he has family life and everything else. I mean, I have no envy to do that whatsoever. But he would have figured it out. He absolutely would have. He's not he's a smart guy for sure. He would have got it dialed in, and we would have had a great track. It might have took a season to get it figured out, but I mean, really, we're only going to have, 16, 17, 18 races this year. So
with the rainouts, you're about right.
So, I mean, he's only got, little under 20 times to be able to learn how the whole entire operation runs, all the way from the business end of it to the track prep to making sure there's diesel there for the rigs and everything else.
Everything, yeah. A lot on your plate, like you mentioned. Definitely an art that takes a while to learn. And like we said, it's going to get better. Just patience. I know as a driver, that's probably easier said than done, when you want a good surface. But
lucky for me, I only had to be patient one time.
Yeah, no kidding. So are you going to finish out the rest of the year? And are you going to make all the remaining late model races? Because August is going to be, there's no late models in August.
Yeah, I think one time or something, right?
Something like that, yeah.
I'm going to try. We're most definitely going to try. We want to be there for our sponsors and our fans, and I can't believe it. My fiance's family is actually all about this. They've never done anything motorsports whatsoever. They've always been baseball and basketball, but they've been out there at all the races and just having a great time. So it is kind of nice to be there for the family to be able to see what I've been talking about all these years. I promise you, I wasn't not talking it when I wasn't racing.
Yeah.
It's in the blood. You can't stop.
Well, that's good to hear that they're getting involved, and that's kind of cool to have their support. But, like you said, baseball, basketball, golf, all that. What's the common denominator there?
For me? It's a motor.
Those three sports, baseball, basketball. What's the...
There's always a winner.
One ball.
Well, there's always a winner, too.
One ball. Racing takes a full set, right, Casey?
Yeah, absolutely.
Man, I'm excited to see you get back out there on a regular basis. It's good to see the new car, got the new color scheme on it. Definitely stands out.
Yeah, I got a 2-year-old daughter now, too, and I asked her, I go, what color you want Dad's car? And she goes, pink, come on. Yeah, pink, come on. How about a little bit of gray, some black, some red in there? No, Dad car pink. So we make Dad's car pink. And
wow. Well, that's cool.
I kind of like it, though. It's kind of nice I can come back in. My dad's, getting older now, and he always used to complain my cars were always black, that he couldn't see what the car was doing. He definitely can't say that now. You can see that thing anywhere on the track.
That car stands out big time. Yes.
In a good way.
Yeah, it's a great-looking race car.
It is.
And I got to tell you look pretty good, Casey. I mean, nothing to be disappointed about for sure to come back and run second at a big race like that to, a 3-time champion.
Yeah, it was definitely the cars. It definitely wasn't the car's fault it didn't get the win. So we're definitely really happy with that. I got a lot to improve on myself out there, that's for sure. But to come out and run second, just with this group of guys out here anytime, we had a lot of luck on the draws too. But
were you as tired at the end of the race as you were at Cottage Grove?
No, definitely not. Cottage Grove, I didn't have no bracing in there. I thought I was even worse shape than it turns out I am. But I got the braces back in the seat and stuff. It was a whole lot better. I got out of there. I could have ran 50 more. But
wow.
It was my car couldn't. My right rear was just about showing cords, so we didn't have a whole lot of life left in it.
That wasn't a new tire, was it?
Yes, sir.
Oh man, that's a spendy night right there. So where are we at in this racing program on the track now?
So this is our stock buggy, third group of it right now. I'm not sure who's out front here. I haven't been paying attention, but so essentially, if there's 3 heats of them, the third heat will be the fast guys, just like out at any other racing facility. The further into the program you go, the faster you go. Up next is actually, I think, the modified group, which is my group. But up next is the fast ones.
So the modified is your elite division.
The elite of the elite. Yeah, these are guys. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 full factory guys here today in modified that are full factory deals that get their cars essentially given to them or on some sort of a deal.
Wow. So with the factory deal, do you just get the cars and the equipment, or do they pay for you to travel and stuff, or how does that work?
It's all depending upon your deal.
Yeah, whatever you deal with them, I see.
Yeah, so it's all, the faster you are, the more you get. There's pro drivers in this that make over $1 million a year.
No way.
There's guys that this is just what they do. Yeah.
That's it. I'm going to learn. Not.
Wow, that is crazy.
I don't think I could learn this.
That is just nuts.
Yeah, it is. Well, we ought to let Casey go and watch him race.
This is crazy, Casey. Good luck tonight.
Yeah, appreciate
it.
Good luck, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you.
We'll have a good time for sure.
Yeah, if you guys want to check it out, you can go to liverc.com. I don't think our video stream's going good. We didn't want to lock out your guys' internet. But if you go to LiveRC, it'll actually show a live upload of the races that's going on. The modified class is up next, which are the fastest ones. So.
Wow, well, I'm excited to see this stuff.
Yeah, me too.
These things are fast already. I want to see the fast guys. This is nuts.
Yeah, they don't mess up much. They were a little bit here. This is their first time on the track. This is a brand new layout today, so there will be some crashes and stuff. But by the end of the day, there'll be like slot cars going around here.
Wow, impressive. Right on. Well, thanks for your time so far, and maybe we'll talk to you later on the program if you get a chance.
All right, guys. Thanks for having me on.
Thanks, Casey.
Very cool. That's Casey Vitale, the owner of Northwest Hobbies, driver of the number 541.com late model X Factor chassis at Willamette Speedway. Finished second at the Clare Cup. He's Game Face just got on. Did you see that?
He did. He just
put the mic down. He's running to his pit area, and it is go time.
It's a good thing we let him go. He probably would have entertained us and sat here and carried on. But
Casey's one of those guys you can talk racing with.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He loves to talk racing.
It's been his entire life, like he said.
Well, when I was racing karts back in the day, I can't even tell you right off the top what year it was, but I know Casey was about 2.5 feet tall.
Yeah.
He was just this chunky little kid.
Yeah.
That was like, get away from me, kid.
And probably drove better than anybody out there.
Yeah, and he was a good driver back then, and to see him come from that to fast forward to today, what an amazing accomplishment that kid has done in his life. So far he's just amazing.
Now
great kid.
We talked about the late models. He started, like I said, up towards the front, but at Clare Cup for the late model feature.
Right.
Man, He was so smooth. It didn't look like he 5 years since he's been at Willamette Speedway in his own car, and you wouldn't know
he missed a week.
Just smooth, great throttle control. The guy is a wheelman. I mean,
without a doubt,
he is a fun driver to watch, and it was an awesome.
Speaking of that late model feature at Clare Cup, well, any late model feature, I think from now on, what we ought to do is just give Joey Tanner the number 8.
Can you believe that?
Every single week. I mean, what is up with it? How does he do that?
Here's the thing about it.
How does anybody do that?
He had, now, if you've listened to Northwest Dirt News, you've heard this on a regular basis. Joey Tanner has absolutely no skill when it comes to drawing his starting position in the redraw.
Whether he has a kid do it?
Well, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
We've had 8 cars and we've had 12 cars in the redraw, and he has drawn the last
number.
Every time. Every time.
And he gets first pick, typically.
He had first pick. He looked at the envelopes, put his hand out, he drew it, and there was that moment where Joey and I looked at each other.
Yeah.
Is this the night? Is Joey going to be on
Is he going to bust out of the last position?
Everybody draws for their position. There's one envelope left. It goes to Trent Elliott, who didn't get a choice. He got the last envelope.
Right.
Guess who got the pole?
Trent Elliott.
The guy that didn't even get a choice. He lands on the pole, and the first guy that has the most choices ended up with the last starting spot.
Typical.
Unbelievable.
Typical for Joey Tanner, man. It's got to change someday.
So he's got the envelope in his hand. And I said, okay, Joey, you're going to be the first to tell us where you start in tonight's main event. This is right in front of the grandstands. He opens the envelope, pulls the chip, he looks down, and I immediately knew that he was starting 8th because the look on his face was just like, you've got to be kidding me.
This is a bad dream. It can't be real.
But look where he finished.
Sorry.
I do believe he finished 3rd.
Yeah, he did.
You know, I mean,
he ended up having a
broken 5th arm.
Yes, thank you.
Or was it 5th coil or 5th arm?
5th arm.
Yeah, and to drive that car around that track the way he did, it shows you the kind of talent that Joey Tanner really is.
There's no question on his talent.
No, there's nobody that'll argue that. I think at this point, jeez, these guys are jumping these cars.
I got to put the blinders on and take my eyes off the track because I can't concentrate on what we're talking about.
Well, Casey did say this was the elite.
Oh,
group,
this is him, huh? Which one's his car? Do you know?
I don't.
I would bet money it's right out there.
I think it's that one. It's Swin Airborne.
I think it's that pinkish one.
I don't know. It's the one we had on the video earlier.
Oh, right. So that would be.
I don't know. I can't even see these things. They're so fast.
That one. Isn't that it? Holy cow.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, anyway, we're still on here. We want to take a break.
Yeah, we do need to take a commercial because I'm starting to get into this stuff. And when I come back and talk more about the late model feature, then we'll talk about the rest of the classes and what's coming up. Because we have another big race coming up here at Willamette Speedway.
We do.
It's going to be another good week, and we'll talk about some more of the stuff coming to the Northwest. We'll be back here shortly after this first commercial break. Stick around right here on Northwest Dirt News, coming to you live from Northwest Hobbies. We'll be back in about 4.5 minutes.
Do you wake up in the morning in a slump? Looking for a new career or change of pace? Well, let Northwest Trucking Academy be your source. Dave Stahl and his team of highly experienced instructors will give you the skills you need. Whether you have no idea what the brake pedal is or you just need a refresher course, Northwest Trucking Academy will give you a customized training program to meet your needs. In as little as 4 weeks, you can be on your way across the country with your new career. Located on Highway 99 in Tangent, Oregon, Northwest Trucking Academy will get you ready for a new, fast-paced, and highly rewarding career. Give them a call at 541-248-3461 or look them up online at nwtruckingacademy.com. Classes start the first Monday of every month, and don't forget to use promo code MOXIE. That's MOXIE, and receive $100 off your tuition.
Jetstream Aqua Massage, located in the Heritage Mall, is your answer for the relaxation you've been looking for. Our massage beds will help you with stress, anxiety, increase circulation, muscle tension, improve sleep, pain reduction, decrease muscle spasms, increase your range of motion, and help with the everyday aches and pains of life. And at only $1 per